radio station here, and we say what we feel like saying.
Hi, this is Corey and Jay from the Corey and Jay Show.
That's right here at 100.3 The Edge in Little Rock, Arkansas, and 103.7 The Fox in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
And you are listening to our friend, one of the great pirate broadcasters of all time, Dave Rabbit. The following program brought to you in high definition, Dave Rabbit Audio.
Hey everybody, welcome to this edition of the Video Rabbit Zone. Your host tonight, Dave Rabbit. And the hits just keep on coming.
The picture thrown up on the desk, the tape is turned to smoke. I start to peel away my face, there's one guy left to choke. A vaguely European name, an ideal stroke of luck. Devices hidden perfectly, gas written on the truck. Bodies in the vans, bodies in the voices matching perfectly, I barely have to try. The sweaty forehead and bit lip, something goes awry. Is this a day or still last week? The camera doesn't show. You can see right through all the cards. The past he doesn't know. Bodies in the vans. Bodies in the vans. Secretary cannot know a thing. Even if he did, he wouldn't sing. Secretary can't know who or how. Even if he did, he disavow. Impossible magic will distract. Last minute change of plan. Remote control is on the fritz. Everybody back in the van. Bodies in the vans. Bodies in the vans. Bodies in the vans. Bodies in the
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Starting us off tonight, George Rabb HRAB, and that was Barney's in the Vent, which is a great, great name for a song. I was wondering to ask him if it was like, the purple dinosaur Barney that everybody wanted to beat the crap out of with a tuba for. Who knows? Anyway, go to George's site at myspace.com/Hrab. That's HRAB. A lot of great stuff there, a lot of shortcuts to some other sites that he has created and involved with, and I think you're really going to enjoy a lot of his music. He's just a fantastic artist, and I really love George. As you probably already know, this is a very special show to me because it's one of shows that I'm going to start doing off and on down the way in the next several months, where I'm going to pick an organization or a cause, and I'm going to promote that cause and organization simply because it's my way of thanking them for everything that they do to help eradicate some kind of disease or some kind of stupidity in the world, and I believe they're making a difference. And tonight's show is the Susan G. Komen Foundation, headquartered here in my hometown of Dallas, Texas. And not only is the foundation and the organization headquartered here, but they're basically worldwide. You can Google them and find out information, and I've also provided their website address in both the opening and closing part of the show, and you'll be able to copy that down. But if you don't have a Susan G. Komen Foundation organization close to you in your own city, please be sure and Google either breast cancer awareness or breast cancer foundations or something like that, and you'll find somebody in your local area that you can participate with. And I'm talking about, acting as a volunteer, maybe going in there and, doing one of the walks or one of the runs to help raise money for the awareness factor, and as well as the prevention factor and hopefully the eradication factor. And what's really amazing to me is when I saw one of the specific things about it, and that's every 68 seconds a woman dies because of breast cancer. That is absolutely unacceptable. We can do better. One thing I've learned about humanity, despite our differences worldwide, is that we all have families and we all have moms and sisters, and I mean, for us not to stand together in a cause to try to eradicate this deadly disease that affects women, I think is sheer stupidity on humanity's part. And I hope you will stand up with Dave Rabbit and try to make a difference in this particular thing that I just have a passion for. And you might notice my hat. Well, there's a lot of things where they offer products and whatever, and you buy the products from a grocery store or whatever, and I happen to get this from my local grocery store. And they had a big display there of all kinds of breast cancer awareness things that have the pink ribbon and stuff. And they had two hats. They had, of course, the one that I'm wearing. And then they had a pink one with a pink ribbon. So, it didn't take Dave long to figure out if I'm going to walk around in Dallas, I'm not going to walk around in a pink hat. I'll walk around the white one with a pink ribbon, but I'm not going to walk around in a pink hat. Maybe if I lived in San Francisco, bump. Sorry. Okay, let's get on with music. It's absolutely a great show. Maybe it's karma. Maybe it's because I'm involved in really trying to say thank you to all the volunteers that are with the Susan G. Komen Foundation. I don't know, but we've got a great show lined up for you tonight, and enough talking. Let's get it up. And speaking of give it up, that's the name of the song by a band called Griddle. Their website is griddlemusic.com. That's GRIDDLE music.com. Give it up for Griddle.